Hello everyone, this is Kathy here once again today. I'm doing the nighttime workout for all of you who are just getting back from work. So when you're ready, we will get started. But before we do, I have a couple announcements to make. First of all, you've noticed that I've been filming these videos with the webcam on my computer. It's not the best quality camera, so I'm looking to upgrade my studio recording services, and I look forward to seeing what you think of the new quality videos in the future. For today's workout, we're going to add a little bit of cardio and some fun Pilates, traditional Pilates workouts. So we'll have some movements like bouncing the ball up and down, like so. And then we'll even do a little shuffle to the side. As you can see, I have some pretty pictures on the wall of a water scene and back home, back east scene here, a little country road. Those are some paintings that I've been working on over the years. So with that said, we will get started. We're going to begin with our warm-up, placing one foot on the ball. We're going to just press our foot into the ball, keep our abs pulled in nice and tight, bouncing our feet up and down. I'm live streaming today for those of you who want to join me. Smile. Put on your favorite tunes, whatever music you want to listen to. It can be country, it can be disco, whatever genre is your favorite, whatever floats your boat. Just a little bit further here, really getting that quad warmed up. Last one. Awesome job. Before we go to the other side, we're going to stand in the middle, just bounce the ball, lift up, bounce and lift, bounce and lift, abs pulled in. Keep those feet nice and wide. Toes are turned out. We're gamifying our workouts so that we can have fun. Just a little further to go. Last two. One more. Awesome job. Switching sides, placing that right foot on the ball. Little pumps. Pump it up, pump it up. You pump it up, you pump it up. Pump it up, you pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's workout with a little cardio dance and Pilates. We had Latin, we had country dancing, we had hip hop. Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up. Getting into that quad. Standing up nice and tall. Abs are pulled in straight. Pump it up, pump it up. Just a few more to go. Last one. Awesome job. Stepping side to side, really low. Swing the ball, twist the hips, twist the hips. A little further to go. Pump it up, pump it up. Twisting in side to side. Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up. Stepping back a little further so I'm not too close to the camera. Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, 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 pump it up. And if I didn't mention before, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any workouts. I plan on adding some custom widgets to my videos in the future, like a little countdown timer, a hit timer. So stay tuned for my channel for some more improved quality workouts. And I'm trying to find some new backdrops. Just a little further to go. Last two. One more. Awesome job. Step side to side. We'll begin our workout. Little beach ball action, like we're playing volleyball on the beach. We're going into a little double leg stretch, which is a little squat down, pop the ball up. Like we're on the beach playing ball. Our balls on the beach are nearly this big. Feel those quads working, those glutes working. We're also getting some shoulder work as we reach our arms overhead. And we're having fun tossing the ball up and down. Are you smiling? I like it when every once in a while we can just have fun instead of being so serious all the time. Just a little further to go. Pop it up. Add a little heel lift. That gets into our calves. The second part of our double leg stretch, where we reach our legs out straight, extending our legs by lifting up onto our toes. Keep those abs drawn in the entire time. Our lumbar spine is straight. Just a little more. Last two. Final one. Step side to side. Just let that heart rate come down just a little bit. We're going into a little lateral work, placing the ball down in our mat. Just had to wipe some sweat off my face. Rolling the ball side to side. Legs are nice and wide. Toes are facing forward. Bending one leg, straightening the opposite. Getting those inner thighs. Option to reach one arm behind. Get some triceps. This is a little straight leg stretch. Pilates straight leg stretch. Pilates side lunging. We're staying in place rather than lifting up and walking from one side to the other, which we'll do next for our cardio. Just a few more. Last two. One more each side. Come up. Step the feet together. Walk out. Lift the ball. Switching sides. If you want, you can add a little fun little shuffle to it. Just keeping those abs tight, keeping those toes facing forward. Good alignment in those hips. Pretend you're sitting back in the chair. Good cue for my kinesthetic learners. This time we're holding the ball in our hands. We got double athletic arms. We're trying to reach for the stars. Just a little further to go. Last two. One more each side. Awesome job. I'm glad we're all having fun. Now we're going to sit down on the ball. Wipe the sweat off my face. Turn my camera angle down. When I get my new equipment, we'll have a better full view of the room, so I won't have to keep moving my camera back and forth. Just bounce up and down on the ball a little bit to start. We're going to do a little abduction with the legs. Abduct out, hop in. I'll show you what it looks like here. Turn my camera down one more time. We're hopping back and forth with our legs. And this box that I got right here, we'll utilize that later in the workout. When we go into our push-ups, keep the hands on the feet, hopping side to side, in and out with the legs, and those inner thighs, having some fun. Clap your hands. Nice dancing movement. The last two, final one. Ah, awesome job. Yeah. Just a little tiny bounce. Get that heart rate down a little. We go into a little rollover with the ball. Placing that ball in between our legs, coming down to the mat. Little roll down towards the floor. Roll the legs up and down. Come up onto your elbows if you'd like. This is a half rollover, working into our lower abs. That's our transverse abdominals. And if this big ball is too much for you, you can always use a smaller ball or no ball at all. Just keeping your legs in that wide abduction. Try to prop up onto those forearms, lifting out of those shoulders. And when you're ready, we will go into the rollover. Yes. Just have to move that down. There. I'll move forward a little bit for you so we have more room. Roll over, rock up, roll over, and rock up. Roll over, rock up onto the elbows. Roll over, rock up, Pilates rollover. Staying down on the mat, you like. Keep those shoulders down. Roll your legs to 45. Back overhead, halfway over. Just a little further to go. Last two. Final rep. Awesome job. Roll back up. From there, we place our legs on top of the ball. Place our hands behind us, about 6 inches behind. Elbows nice and straight. Toes are pointed. Lift the hips up into that back support position. I'll fix my camera angle for you. Things are a little off there. Lower down, lift up, lower the hips, draw that core in. I know in these videos it sometimes appears as though my abs are bulging out. Sometimes the clothes we wear, they're really tight. It can make it appear that way. But keep your abs pulled in as best you can. This is working into the chest and the shoulders and the abdominals. Back support, lift and lower. Keep it going. A little further to go. You having fun now? Awesome job. One more. Lower it down. Awesome. Now we'll go into our Pilates front support. This time we're rolling the ball underneath our pelvis, keeping the toes on the mat. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower, bending at the elbows. Inhale, lift, exhale, slow lower. Inhale, lift. Can you see me? Just wanted to make sure. I can readjust my camera so that you can see me better. Okay. I can always bring my camera down. I'll bring the camera down for you so you can see me better. I know it can be a little difficult to see from this top angle. Here, I'm getting back in position, lifting my camera up for you. Trying to keep your toes on the mat when you're doing that push-up. This is a modified front support push-up with the stability ball. Bending at the elbows, lowering the chest, lifting the elbows, lifting the chest. Bend, lower, straighten, lift. Bend, lower, straighten, and lift. Bend and 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 lower, straighten, and lift. Adjust my camera one more time. Bend and lower, straighten, and lift. 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 Going into a little front support swan. Bend and lower, lift the legs, straighten, lift, lower the legs. Bend, lower, lift the legs, straighten, lift, lower the legs. Bend and lower, lift the legs, straighten and lift and lower the legs. Keep that motion. Abs drawing in like a beautiful swan. If anybody's in an area by the water where they see a swan, just imagine yourself performing this move. I showed you how to do this at a more cardio pace, the full swan. But this is a good option for people who aren't quite at that place yet. Our cardio is going to come back into play after this movement. So enjoy this. A little more to go. Are you having fun? Just one more. Roll it back. Going back into our cardio. Little swimming on the ball or without the ball. Pick up the pace. Lift opposite arm, opposite leg. Walking a little closer so that you can see me. And then keep my gaze straight in front of me on the mat. Just a little further to go. Keep going. Have fun. Just have some fun here, like you're in the pool or out on the beach and the ocean. Summer's almost over. We don't have many more days like this. I hope you enjoyed this summer vacation, but it'll come again. I have plenty of good workouts planned for you in the fall. I'll do a Halloween theme, and around Christmas time, I'll do some holiday theme workouts. Hopefully I can play some holiday music for you. I'll try to create a nice, beautiful backdrop to commemorate the seasons. Just don't ask me to film in the snow. If I do, I'll have to be bundled up. And we'll mostly be doing standing exercises. Just a little further to go. Have some fun. Last two each side. One more each side. Wow. That was a nice swimming movement. Now, I'm going to come into prone for you now with my heels on the ball to start. Starting in all fours, lifting up, We're going to do a little lift. Just mini bend if you can't get your elbows all the way straight. That's okay. We're not supposed to. This is a mini swan. Keeping our legs up in that swan position. Turn the toes out. Keep those shoulders down away from your ears. Shoulder blades are open. Neck is relaxed. I'm going to try not to look at you so much so I can keep my neck relaxed. Keep those abs drawing in, a slight anterior tilt to the pelvis. Just a very slight. And when you're ready, roll that ball in a little more. We're going to do a little lift. My ball just rolled away from me. Coming up onto my forearms. This is a legs prone workout. We usually do this with a magic circle. We have the magic circle in between our feet. We're targeting our glute muscles. I'm going to gaze out in front of myself, front on the mat. And if during the winter we get a snow day, I'll try to film in front of a window so that you can see that beautiful snowy backdrop. Just a few more here. Are those glutes working? Last one. Sit it back into child's pose. Stretching through that low back. Just roll your hips a little bit, side to side. And a nice massage in that lumbar spine. Reverse directions. You know, having that ball underneath your legs can sometimes irritate the spine. So if that's the case, please remove that ball and keep your legs down. Also, instead of pulsing up, you can bend and then straighten. That helps with low spine. When you're ready, we're coming back up to a standing position. I've got a little more cardio for you. Pick up your ball. We're going into a jack. This is double leg abduction with shoulder abduction. Or shoulder flexion and extension. Pulsing that ball up and down. Just enjoy yourself and have a good time. We're all doing this together. Just a few more jacks. And then we go to single leg lift standing. One more. Single leg lift standing. Fast legs or slow legs. Your choice. Feel free to rotate in the circle. going around the world. I love around the world. I haven't had a chance to travel around the world yet, but I'm hoping to someday. I love to bring you some workouts from beautiful locations, like maybe the Grand Canyon, maybe Yosemite, maybe even Venice. Don't ask me to work out in a gondola, please. Just a little further to go. One more turn. And relax. Place the ball down. Walk side to side. Grab some water. Grab a towel. We're going to take a short break. If you want to dance it out, go ahead. You can do some of those movements we did yesterday, or add your own flair. You want to do the running man, the fast running man, or the slow running man? I do the slow running man since we're trying to catch our breath. We're going to the box that I showed you earlier. So when you're ready, placing one foot on the box, we're going to do a little hinge and back. Roll my ball out of the way. And if I ever get a chance to travel, I'll bring you a workout. Nice, soothing, peaceful workout. Maybe yoga. Yoga is a great exercise to practice if you're in the desert. I've been to the desert before. Maybe next time I visit New Mexico, I'll go to the Carlsbad Caverns. That would be a nice scenery. Just a little further to go. Last two. Final one. Awesome job. From there, switching legs. Leg back, leg forward, getting in position. I don't plan my workouts ahead of time. I usually just do what I feel like that day. But I try to keep as much of a variety as possible so you don't get bored. After this, we sit on the box and do a little airplane legs. One more. Awesome job. Turning to sit down on the box now. Sitting at the front edge of the box. Leaning back into that little C curve. Nice straight spine, abs draw up and in. Lift one leg up and the other leg straighten, open, airplanes. working our inner and outer thighs and our abs. This is a multi-muscle group movement. We've got our legs nice and straight in a straight line, horizontal line. Our toes are pointed, plantar flex feet, looking up towards the ceiling to keep that neck nice and straight. I'll let you know when. You can always remove these ankle weights if any of you are wearing them. I'm going to remove mine now. Continue with that same movement. Just a few more. Last two. Final one. Now we windmill the legs. Any of you have seen windmills? You travel to Holland or anywhere else in the world where they have them. I think Ireland has windmills. I'm not sure. Switching directions. Am I switching? I'm not sure. Here now we're switching. Just a little more to go. Two more. One more each direction. Oh, my quads are on fire. Yeah, sometimes your quads take over the work. Actually, this movement is good for working the quads as well as those inner and outer thighs. Just tap them together, really relieve that tension. Now we're going to lift up, sit back into the chair, up and sit back into the chair like you're getting up and down out of a chair. These arms are just extra. I have to move over a little so I'm not hitting this wall. If you want, add a jump. Add a jump, add a soft landing, and then sit back down. We don't jump into a chair. You break the chair. This is good for hip flexion and knee extension. We want to keep good alignment, principle of alignment. And we're also flowing from seated to standing. And we're keeping nice and controlled movements. So that's 3 Pilates principles in one. One more. Awesome. Whew. That's good cardio. Sit for a moment. Then we stand back up. And I told you we do push-ups on this box. So I'm doing my hands on the box. Push up. We're adding a knee stretch. Which will turn into a mountain climber. And then we'll do a side kick, which will turn into a plank jack. We're doing our side kick and front support today instead of side support. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. One more. Go into that mountain climber. Climb it out. We're climbing Everest, the Himalayas. All you recreational people out there would love my workouts. Just a few more. One more. I have to stretch my knee. It's feeling a little tweak. Going back to that front support position. Side kick. Side kick. Little side. Step back as far as you can so you're in that proper plank. There. Lean forward just a little bit. Get my shoulders in good alignment. Tick-tock clock. I don't know how many people have wall clocks anymore, but digital clocks are pretty popular now. Our phones have digital, our tablets, our computers have digital. Even our cable boxes have digital if you still have those digital cable clocks. Just a little further to go. Last two. One more each side. Awesome job. Now we turn it into that plank jack. I'm not sure what sport it is that does this position. You can even do a downhill skier. Bringing that knee to the same side elbow. A few more plank jacks. Downhill skier. One more. Come down. You guys are doing such a wonderful job. This is a challenging workout today. Bringing that back, that ball. Last part of our workout, I always like to end with abs. More abs than what we did before. So I'm taking our little exercise ball, placing myself up onto my side. Resting on this bottom knee in that side support position. This top leg is straight. We're going to lift out of that top leg. Hold. Abs drawing in and lower. Another hold and lower. Another hold and lower. This is just getting our abs warmed up. Lower. We usually warm up in the supine position, but I wanted us to do something a little different. Spices things up more. One more. I've got a cute little floral design here. You like that? Creating a beautiful backdrop is key. I try to do the best I can with what I've got here in my home. Last one. Awesome job. Switching sides. I'm going to turn to face the back side here so we don't have to keep moving our camera. Opposite side, leg is lifted. Hold. Keep your neck nice and straight. Back here we have our levator scapula, which is one of our main neck stabilizers. We also have our spleen, our splenius capitis, and our splenius cervicis, where the spleen meets the cervical spine and the capillaries. And then the front, we have our scalenes, our sternocleidomastoid, part of our sternum, our longus capitis, the long part of our capillaries, and our longus colli, which is the longer part of our collarbone. So we want to keep our neck healthy. We also want to keep our shoulders healthy. Oftentimes our upper trapezius muscles dominate our movements, our shoulder movements. We want the work from the shoulders, and we want the stabilization from our serratus anterior. One more. Awesome job. I'm now going to place the ball underneath my knees. Going into a double leg lift, holding those legs up and inward while I do my chest lift. This is another version of a chest lift, keeping an isolation in our lower abs while we work the upper abs. But if you start to feel your stomach bulging, keep those legs on the mat and just rest them over the ball without lifting the ball. My elbows remain in my peripheral vision for good scapular stability. And we want to keep our hands on our occipital. Keeps us from pulling too much into the neck. Chin is open. And we break at the breastbone. I want to add a little more spice to this movement. I'll show you in just a few. One more. Taking the ball between the legs, just the lower part of your leg, right in between the shins and the calves. We're going to lift, bend, straighten the legs, lift, bend, and straighten, lift, bend, and straighten, straight leg extensions. Bend and straighten, still doing that chest lift. Bend and straighten. Getting a good stretch in the quadriceps. Bend and straighten. One more. Bend and straighten. Lower them back down. We're concluding our workout with a nice soothing stretch. I'll bring my painting back in. You can view my little painting here. Moving my ankle weights off to the side. Resting against the back of the ball. My back against the ball. Let me bring this camera in a little bit closer. You have that floral design, and you have my nice, beautiful floral curtains. Nice recline of the body. Stretching through the front of the legs. Stretching our back and our chest, pulling our abs in. Rotate the neck a few times. Do a little neck retraction. We usually do this with a TheraBand. Here. We'll rest against the ball. One more. Come to a full seated position. Wrist stretches. Straighten up, straighten down. Just a few here. Then we switch to side, a little side to side, just moving the wrists, not the arms. Rotate back and forth. Wide leg. Walking forward. Bend the elbows, straighten the elbows. We're just stretching through the front of our arms. Stretching through our spine. This is a little different than we usually do this adductor movement. We would usually go over to one leg, do the quadratus lumborum, which we'll do now. But this time with a straight leg rather than one leg bent. Both legs are straight. Switching to the other side. Just a little further to go. Bring your feet together. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Exhale down by your side. And thank you for joining me for another great Pilates workout. This one was a little different. I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. And I'll keep you notified when I get my new equipment. And you'll have a much more fun workout experience with a much prettier picture and lots of great cueing. And I hope to bring music back to you. See you next time. Thanks for joining me live. Namaste. That's good night in yoga speak. Yeah.